Hi Stampers, it's Robyn from Robyn's Roost. Today I'm going to be making a card using the Rolling Waves bundle. Now this bundle will be out in March. You'll see it online in the online exclusives in the store. And this is my very first card that I've made with it. Let me grab the card. So I'm doing a card swap with a bunch of other demonstrators so that I have a bunch of different cards to show with other stamp sets that I may not have bought. And this is the one that I chose to do my swap card for. So I made 16 of these and mailed them out, and then I'll get 16 back. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's always fun to see what other demonstrators come up with. So let's just flip the camera and get started. So first of all, let's take a look at the stamp set. We've got some watery background pieces. We've got some cool greetings and a little bit of sand and some little elements, seashells and stuff. And then for our dies, we have these cool watery cutouts. And then we also have these two, which are like builder dies to make some beach umbrellas, like you're going to see them from the top. A palm frond, and then die cuts for the these ones here are for the stamped images, and these are just separate. It's all one die. It's really cool. We're using that for this card. So we start with a card base, just a standard card base that's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and it's going to be folded in half. And then I've got some die cut pieces here I wanted to show you. So I've die cut one of each of these 3 wave pieces, and they are all done in basic white for this card. On my other card I did this one in balmy blue, but I decided I'd try it differently on this one. And then this piece is our bottom, and this one is 5.5 by 3 inches. And then I started on this side in the middle and then went up to the top here. Now, if you wanted, let me just show you. I'll pull the card in. So these pieces are made to be a layer. Whoops, I'm sorry. These pieces are made to be a layer. So they're actually only 5 1/4 inches wide. So if you didn't like the fact that there's this little edge here, you could certainly cut another panel that is 4 by 5 1/4 and layer your pieces on there. I wanted this whole space because I like the happy birthday up here like this, but if you didn't like these little edges. So let's get these out of the way. Whoops. And you'll notice I've just outlined my dies with a marker when I first got them, and that way I can get them back in, because otherwise I don't do good with I love to do puzzles, but not when I'm putting my my dies and stamps away. And let me just show you for the stamps. I do kind of the same thing. So I flip the stamps over when they're all on here, and I use that same marker and outline everything, and I also ink them all up and stamp them on here. I really miss the old packaging. I'm old. I like old stuff. Actually, I found that so much. It had the pictures in here. We could put them in, but I guess we can't have everything, right? So these definitely are nicer to pack. Oh, the other thing that I did, this is that die that cuts the whole bunch of little shells and starfish. And what I did, this is petal pink paper, and I have taken a piece of packing tape and run over the paper first so that they're shiny, so they look like they're wet. And then this piece, I am just going to nip off these edges. And you know, it would look just fine like this, but if we take this stamp, and I'm going to be using Balmy Blue. You could use the Azure Afternoon, which is this color, but I wanted to kind of like mute it just a little bit. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to stamp this image multiple times, and there's no right or wrong way to do this, right? You can go up and down or sideways or whatever you want to do. I just want to give it a, you know, more like water. The sun's on it, it's not all one color. And then we're going to, let's see, this piece, which is the one that I did in Balmy Blue on my original cards that I made. We're going to try doing it with white and then adding some ink to it. And I had inked the other one too. I inked it with the other stamp, the long stamp, which let's try doing that as well. So we're going to give it that light Balmy Blue color, and then let's just go over it with this stamp, because this one will give it a little bit different there, gives it a little bit of light and dark in there. Our next piece to get ready is our sand. Now, when I made 16 of the cards, I cut the sand shorter and just tucked it behind the rest of it, but I think this will be the easier way to do it. So this is 3.5 by 5.5, and it'll just go right down to the bottom of the card base, so you don't have to futz where it goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to tear it to give the sand edge. So the smaller the piece you tear off, the harder it is to hang on to. So I'm going to actually leave a little bit more. When I did mine before, I tore them like just tiny pieces, and that was just, it was hard. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to make sure that I left room. Okay, hopefully I didn't tear it too much. Okay, yes, that looks great. All right, and then to make the sand look like sand instead of a piece of crumb cake paper, we're going to take crumb cake ink, and let me find the stamp, and this is just little dots. So we're going to make the grains of sand, and this is kind of putsy. This would be when you wanted to have some music playing, right? It reminds me of when we used to do sponging on the walls. And of course, you don't have to do the whole piece, so you can, let's see, maybe a little bit more over here. There. So that's it for our sand. And now we can start layering our pieces on. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to put these on here to make sure I have them where I want them. So we'll start layering our pieces, and they line up, so it's pretty easy to do. I should have my silicone sheet here, but I don't. So I'm just going to put some tape runner on the top. And then if you don't like the corners kind of flying loose, you might want to put a few drops of liquid glue on these corners, just to hold down kind of the bottom edge a little bit. And it would be much better if I had my silicone sheet under here, but I don't. Okay, so then we're just going to line up this edge. And then our next layer is this one, and that again is going to just line up on the edge. And this one we do have to use the liquid glue on, because there's nowhere to put a line of tape. And again, if you want to put a few dots down on these edges, you can. I think it looks kind of neat if it's a little bit loose, but that's creator preference. Now this one, and it looks like I didn't get all the dots out of here, so I'm going to put the dots off to the side. So this one doesn't line up. So what I did on mine is I put this behind, and I just ran a line of the liquid glue here, and it's not going to hit all of it, but it'll hit most of it. And then we're just going to lay this on here like this, and it'll peek through. So it's going to have just a little bit of peeking through. Let's see, a little bit of, push it down there. I had a little hole there, although that wouldn't have mattered. Okay, so now we're just going to add this to our crumb cake sand. And I like to put a little bit of adhesive kind of over the part that I added there. And then we'll go ahead and line this up. And then we're going to pull in our card base. And we're going to go ahead and put this on the bottom. And then to keep the glue, the Azure blue going, I'm going to take Azure blue, or I'm sorry, Azure Afternoon, and make this a birthday card, just like the last ones. And put our happy birthday up here. And then I did 5 of these on each of the cards. There is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's actually 7 on the die, so you could do 7 if you wanted to use all of them. And just kind of randomly throw them on. And then I put them on with liquid glue. Now you could put your glue on your spot where, and then lay your little pieces on it. Some of these are kind of big to do that with, but now I had my camera off, but I did add some gems on here, and then let's do a little bit of stamping on the inside. And you can also add some on your envelope. I don't have an envelope here with me. It's across the room, so I'm gonna leave that up to you. Add some of the shells probably. So I've got a nice inside greeting, hoping your day is perfect. And then we can do some water here. Let's do this kind of skinny one. Put this across the bottom. You could maybe even do that as sand. And then let's see. I didn't do this on my other ones, but let's try these little, some of these little shells. Hopefully this will fit on here because I don't have another. Okay. And I'm just going to do them. Let's see how they look in crumb cake. So just going to kind of be in amongst the waves. And what else do we have? Oh, we have one of the big shells too. him right in there. Another one in here. And then the starfish are not going to fit in here. Nope, that's not going to work. Take this off. Let's tuck a couple of starfish in here somewhere. There's some more over here. There, so we've got some decoration on the inside, and here is our completed card. Let's see. So that should bring someone a little bit of sunshine on their birthday. And remember, this set will be available in March in the online store. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by at the Roost.